Bang, bang! What's going on, guys? You're tuned to another exciting edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. So, as I'm Russ Preston, joined by my co-host, Mr. Danny Betts. We're here to break down this weekend's scintillating main event matchup. I guess it's a dual main event, and unfortunately, I only watched the tape for the main event we're going to speak about. Luis Alberto Lopez take on Reiya Abe, ESPN Plus card Saturday night. As always, before we break down this week's fights, we'd love to recap the previous week's fights. And surprise, surprise, another winner for you guys. Edgar Berlanga gets it done, knocks out Patrick McCrory in round 6, straight right to the temple. He crumples, elects not to stand up, did not matter. The corner elected to throw in the towel as he was getting counted out. Danny, thoughts on Berlanga's performance? Obviously, he needed the knockout, was on a string of decision victories, gets it done, and is looking for bigger and better opportunities.
Yeah, obviously you call it Canelo out. Everybody's calling Canelo out. And it looks like it's gonna happen eventually. We'll see. But um, we both picked the knockout. I seen that knockout a mile away. You know that little saying that, damn, I should put a little bit more on it. But I mean, it cashed easily, pretty much. But he still looks. There's still definitely holes in his game. I'm not gonna say like, oh my god, he looked amazing. He was. You could tell he did improve a little bit in like slowing things down, trying to set up his shots a little bit more.
Yeah.
Even though he could do better at that too, because he wasn't throwing a lot of jabs, especially in the beginning. But he was just after round 4, he started just like throwing his right hand, spamming that right hand, not setting up shit. What's up, repeats 100? But yeah, I mean, he got the knockout, got the call out like he wanted. I still, I'm going with my theory that he's on the juice, because of the new chemist trainer / conditioning coach. But yeah, I mean, he looked all right. I mean, there's still holes. He could set up his shots better. His defense is still a little bit suspect. His footwork, all the things like that. But he's still young. He might get that shot with Canelo now. After Munguia, I think he's gonna get the May fight first, and then maybe September Berlanga. But VP said, "How did you knock out? How did knockout and they still throw it in the top?" Yeah, well, yeah, it was one of those that the ref didn't see it, and then he turned around. And it was too late. It was over. Like he was taking a beating. Like he didn't have nothing to make him respect his punches. McCrory was just backing up, taking shots. So yeah, decent performance. I'm not gonna give him like a A+ or anything like that, but it was okay.
Yeah, it was kind of pretty much what we thought was going to happen, sort of a setup fight. Obviously, I'm not going to bash any fighter who's electing to get into the ring, especially find a top-tier guy like Edgar Berlanga. From the tape that I watched, it was pretty noticeable that McCrory was in over his head, and the age factor did not help at all, being 35, basically a prospect. So sort of a setup fight there for Berlanga. As Danny just said, looking forward towards a Canelo matchup. He's got years to take before he gets to Canelo. He has to fight a lot better guys before he gets there. Sounds like we're getting Canelo Munguia May Cinco de Mayo weekend. That should be a fun fight. I think it'll be a funner fight for Canelo Alvarez, but we'll get to that preview when we get there. That was the week that was. Now we love to talk about this weekend's fights. We start off with the main event. Luis Alberto Lopez, he's taking on Reiya Abe, featherweight bout. Current odds at our favorite book, mybookie.ag. If you guys could, enter that promo code, PUBSPORTS, 50% deposit bonus match. Credit debit, 100% Bitcoin. Use the Bitcoin. Get that 100% deposit bonus match up to $1,000. Current odds have Lopez as the prohibitive favorite at minus 800. Comeback on Abe is plus 520. Round props over under is 10.5 rounds. Juice to the over minus 240. Under plus 180. Lopez KO plus 170. Abe KO plus 1200. Lopez decision even money, Abe to win by decision plus 750. I know Danny put it on his Twitter or X account yesterday. But Danny, if you want to touch on the flight in this fight and how you see it going?
Um, the last couple seconds that your mic was acting up a little bit, but yeah, Alberto here, Lopez. We saw him fight Joet Gonzalez last fight. That was a great fight. And yeah, VP in no way, brother. He looked great. He got the stoppage in that fight too. This past Saturday, that was a good performance by him. But yeah, Lopez looked good at the Joet Gonzalez fight, but Gonzalez is tough, man. That was a hell of a fight. He was still in that fight throughout the whole fight. The thing with Joet though, he's tough as hell. Never been knocked down. His defense is pretty good. Really tight guard. It's hard for those punches that Lopez throws. He throws from different angles, crazy, wild thing. Stuff that you see like, yo, you're not supposed to be doing that. But the way he fights, it works for him. Like kind of like Naruto. Definitely has power. Southpaw. And Abe, I was looking up his fights, and that fight with Kiko Martinez, he's a really good boxer, southpaw too. And Kiko Martinez, that was his last fight, before retiring. I think he was 37, if I'm not mistaken. He had a little bit of success in that fight in the beginning, but it was hard for him to try again the inside because Abe does have a wide stance, has a lot of footwork. Once he gets going, he's a little bit of a slow starter when it comes to his punches. Once those combinations starts going, though, he could put those combinations really nice. The guy has skills for sure. One thing, though, I noticed he got caught a couple times. One buzzed him early in that fight. I think it was like round 3 that Kiko got him a little bit. Nothing crazy, just a little buzz, and they clinched up or whatever. But the second time, I think it was like round 5, he almost got knocked down by a punch. And then, like, he was literally almost on his knees, but he didn't touch the ground, avoided the knockdown. And my thing is, once Kiko got the distance, you could see the flaws in the defense of Abe. But after the first half of the fight, Abe just took complete control of that fight and beat his ass pretty much. And my thing is here, like, you cannot do that with Lopez. Abe has his hands down sometimes, you know what I'm saying, and backs up in a straight line, and that uppercut that Lopez throws is nasty. Go ask Conlon. Conlon got knocked out, one of the better knockouts of the year by that uppercut, and those hooks are crazy. I think these numbers are crazy to me. I like Lopez in this fight. I like that he's a favorite for sure. I'm saying like the KO is pretty much what the decision is. I think the decision's a little bit of plus money. The KO is like plus 150. No, decision's like minus 115. And KO is like plus something. I don't know. But round 1 is 6. So round 1 is 6 for Lopez is plus 700. All his knockouts are inside 7 rounds. I think those numbers are crazy. Plus 700, you're giving me 1 to 6 for Lopez when all his fights are ending in the first 6 rounds. Except 2 of them that ended in the 7th. And I seen Abe get clipped early, especially with that suspect defense. And he's coming over here for the first time, and if I'm not mistaken, in the United States. I think we get a highlight reel, in this fight. And it's more of a numbers game. I just love the odds, plus 700. I took round 5 or 6. I think it's like plus 1,200. And then round 5 is like something crazy, plus 2,500, little sprinkle. But I gotta take that. I like Lopez here. I like him by knockout. If it gets to the second half, Abe can make this interesting because Lopez will lose a little bit of his power, and Abe, like I said, once he gets going, he's good combinations, good footwork, can make it interesting. But I got Lopez in this one. And yes, VP, I like Ford, but I'll tell you that in a second.
Yeah, kind of what Danny was just saying there. No huge disagreement. The thing I did like with Abe was I was pleasantly surprised at how clean he was boxing and moving. He was moving a ton in that ring. And Lopez, he likes to plant his feet and throw those big punches to where if Abe can move out, I think he can see success. The worry is he was holding his hands too low, and Lopez is going to come with one of those big uppercuts where I'm a little worried that he could catch Abe. Don't disagree with Danny's bet 1 through 6 at that plus money. He's turning a minus 800 favorite into basically a plus 700 underdog with a KO prop. Don't disagree with that. But at the current odds, I'm going to take Abe to actually win this bout, hoping he does not get clipped. And if he wins, I think he's going to win by decision. He's not going to knock out Lopez. So we will both have plus 700 props in this bout.
Nice. One of them's good cash.
Yeah, Abe by decision is plus 750.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I take that back. It'll be Lopez by decision.
Yeah. Well, the hope is that Abe, as the kids like to say, gets in his bag. And,
no, I'm saying that there's a chance that we could both lose.
Oh, we could for sure. Yeah. Like if Abe gets knocked down like 2-3 times and is like a bloody mess and last to the bell, then we'd be screwed. But I actually like what Abe was doing against Martinez. Lopez is definitely the best fighter he's fought. Yeah. I just don't love how he wings so many of those shots. And Gonzalez actually was pushing him against the ropes and stuff, but Gonzalez was getting clipped a lot, and then the swelling was really killing him. So in what was deemed a close fight, the judges gave it pretty convincingly to Lopez, that fight. So Abe does have to move. That's why I like Abe, was he was moving well enough versus Martinez, where God forbid, if he doesn't move, he'll get clipped. But if he moves as well as he did against Martinez, I actually like him here. Not going to say it's a robbery or nothing if he loses, the decision, because I think Lopez will land the better, stronger punches. But for the odds and I guess like the value, I will take Reiya Abe to win a decision. Currently plus 750. Von Polo in the chat. Von Polo likes Raymond Ford. I know Danny likes Raymond Ford. Let's see other big fight. Dan, if you want to touch on that. Unfortunately, I didn't really look too much in this fight. Raymond Ford taking on Otabek Kulamatov.
Yeah, don't even try, bro.
I would say Otabek.
I didn't say Otabek. That's it.
Yeah, current odds have Otabek as a minus 150 favorite. Raymond Ford plus 120. Round prop, fight goes decision plus minus 150. Doesn't go plus 120. Danny, I think you gave out a bet yesterday on this fight. If you want to touch on Ford versus Otabek for everyone in the chat.
Yeah, I was going to tell you also, bet 365, they have Abe decision 800.
Oh, there we go.
Better line. Yeah. I was looking at some tape on Otabek because I'm already familiar with Raymond Ford, and I touched up some to refresh my memory. But Otabek, I saw a fight with I forget his name. It's like Grillian or something like that. I guess he was in that good amateur too, and then Olympian. I never heard of him personally, but Otabek, really good amateur career. And I was looking in that fight, and his opponent was smaller, less reach. So obviously he had to try to get inside, and it was kind of tough for him. But he did have some speed on him. But Otabek is a really good boxer, good movement, good. The only thing with him though, like he doesn't bounce around too much. Like when he wants to strike, he's got to set his feet, plant his feet pretty well. Excuse me, and then he throws a nice 1-2, nice uppercut. But he was letting this guy like get inside after a while. After his movement started falling down a little bit, this guy made that fight even closer. Like Otabek won. I don't agree with the scorecards; they were like super wide. Even the commentary was like, "Wow, that he won," but it wasn't like not every round. Like there was one card that was like literally every round. The other one was like gave his opponent like 2 rounds. I'm like,
yeah.
But Otabek, he kind of got tired. Round 9 to 11, he did pick it up in the last round. Shout out to Big Show. And he clearly won that fight. But like that fight showed me a lot because you got this guy that's like really short, really small arms, and you're letting him get inside the pocket. Pretty much. Once he started picking it up in the beginning, he was kind of slow. But Raymond Ford, great boxing, man. This kid is slick, man. He's had some close ass fights before, like Edward Rodquez. It could have went either way. They gave him the decision. A lot of people thought Rodquez won. But this kid, I like him a lot. If he's in his bag, like I'm still young. I don't give a fuck what you say. That's my slang, anyways. That's how I talk. But what I like about him, growing up in that amateurs, great amateur career. He's been with Shakur Stevenson, and Keyshawn Davis like forever. They're like best friends. He spars with them. He trains with them all the time. If you watch him fight, he does have some similarities to Stevenson's like style. He's really good at the range, dictating the range. Nice 1-2. Once he's another guy that picks up his combinations and he starts going, he can put those punches really, really well. I can't believe he's an underdog. I think I got him at plus 135. I think he should be the favorite. It should be reversed at least. I mean, it's going to be a close fight. I think he should be like a minus 140. I think the only reason why he's the underdog is because his top rank. Odebek just got signed by Top Rank. And Raymond Ford is with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, even though they're on the promotion too. So I'm pretty sure Eddie Hearn's going to make sure, his guy has a good shot with the judges. I gotta go with Ford, man, plus money. Like this kid definitely has potential. Odebek's gotta prove it to me. He hasn't faced anybody. Like his best fight, I think, was the guy I was telling you about, and I don't even know his name. I never heard of the guy. VP. There's still plus money out there, but it's going down for sure. It's going down. I've seen like plus 110 already, plus 115. I think he wins by decision. Odebek does have some pop, so he's gotta be worried about that. I think it's a little bit overrated because people make it look like Odebek's like this crazy killer. I mean, he does have some power, but like I disagree. I think he's more of like a slick boxer, puncher a little bit. Big Show. I'll tell you in a little bit in a second. But yeah, I like Ford in this one. I put 3 units on it, plus 135. That might be my favorite bet of the week, boys. Like just because of the value. Like I don't understand why he's the underdog. I think it's just because it's the top rank. But should I touch that card about tomorrow real quick? P.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
There's some fights tomorrow. I'm actually flying out to Tampa, Florida. For the Wednesday, they have Wednesday night fights on YouTube, Pro Box TV. Go give them a subscription. Every other Wednesday, they already have great fights, like guys that haven't overcame, that hump yet, or they failed and they want to like reconstruct their careers. Great fights, 50-50 fights. They always have bangers on there, and it's free. Like watch on YouTube, Pro Box TV. I'm gonna be right there on ringside, so I'm gonna have a great seat. I put my plays on my Twitter already. I did a parlay and I did like a long shot parlay, for fun. But I really like that 3-legger main parlay that I have. I think that's gonna cash. But yeah, I don't know if you have an opinion on that Ford fight or you look.
Yeah, I will have to watch some of Odebek. Raymond Ford, obviously, I've seen him on undercards before on ESPN Plus, promoting him, and good win against Jesse Magdaleno, who's respected veteran.
But I don't know if you got his record up right now. He knocked out a kid like in 4 rounds. Bellotti has won a belt, and I bet against that guy, a max bet, and I lost. And Bellotti's tough. Like he goes in there to scrap. Like he has won a crazy fight earlier, a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, against that Akeeb guy. Yeah.
And he won a belt, so that's another champion right there. You could put on. Like he's got good wins. Like I said, Vasquez is always tricky. Vasquez just fought Cordina, and people thought he beat Cordina. Like
yeah.
But that's why I say the Odebek's got to prove it to me.
Yeah, I'll have to watch some more of him because I just did not realize it's kind of like a dual headliner type card. So
yeah, 2 belts. That's for the vacant belt.
Yeah.
WBA, I think it is, and then Lopez fight the IBF, obviously his IBF belt.
So potentially the winners fight each other, huh?
He could, yeah. I mean, well, no, he fights at 126, ain't it? The
The Lopez
the
is 126. Yeah.
right. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could.
Yeah. So I mean, if that's the case, that make all the sense in the world. So, yeah. Anything else in the chat? If you guys have any comments, questions, Big Show, I guess, just put the parlay, the tweet for Danny.
Oh,
for
okay.
Parlay.
Yeah, bro. If I hit that long shot one, I might not remember that night.
Oh yeah. Party. Yeah, before we get to best bets, like it says on the bottom there, if you guys could become a Pub Sports Radio Gold member, $10 a month, at least twice a week. There is horse races. In each horse race, the winner of the horse race gets $50 US, sent from the boss man himself, Jeff Slaughter. So if you guys could become a member, Pub Sports Radio Gold membership. Leave a like, comment down below. If you have any disagreements, you like Abe, you like Lopez, Odebek, Ford, we're more than willing to chat with you guys in the comment section down below. And with that being said, let's get to our best bets. Danny, I will let you have the floor first.
Value wise, I have to say Lopez, just because that number's crazy. It's one to six, round 1 to 6 plus 700. I think is insane because, like I said earlier, all his KOs are in the first 6 rounds except 2, and those other 2 are in the 7th round. I think he could really hurt this guy early in this fight, get him out of there like round 5 to 6. That's gonna be my value play. It is my value play. My best bet is gonna be Raymond Ford at plus money. I gotta take it. I think this line should be reversed. Should be a good scrap though. Don't get it twisted. And hopefully the judges don't give it to their guy, top rank guy. So we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I'm gonna take Abe decision. Danny found him plus 800. I know FanDuel is hanging plus 750. A lot of places are at around the plus 700 range. I will take Reiya Abe by decision, but don't disagree that he could get clipped and or knocked out. As Big Show puts in the chat, we do have UFC contests. Not the best UFC card this week, but fights are fights. UFC Vegas 87. Rosenstruck taking on, I forget the name, Gassiev. The free UFC contests. Each week, the winner gets $100 USD. It's always sent by the boss man, Jeff Slaughter. Make sure to check that out. The fellows will be doing their UFC podcast, MMA Locker Room podcast. Tune into that, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen and watch and download the podcast. Thank you, Dixon Cider. Smash that like. We'll be back. That'll do it for us, guys. We'll be back next week. Huge fight. Return of Francis Ngannou, not to the PFL cage, not to the octagon, to the boxing ring as he takes on Anthony Joshua. A lot of people liking Ngannou. Joshua looked really good, though, his last fight. You have to tune in to see who we like for that bout. Thank you, Dixon. So we will see you guys next week with that fight breakdown. One of us is going to win a big plus money fight this week. And I think I know who Dixon's. I think I know who Dixon's going to. Dixon, I think I know who you like.
Yeah, me too. I think.
But we'll have to tune in next week to see who Dixon likes and to see who we like. So this was the main event on Talkin Hands. Best of luck, Danny, on your trip tomorrow. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.